hello, this is Zainab. So I've been seeing the name FortisX come up more and more lately. And instead of just, taking people's word for it, I wanted to actually sit down and check what this platform is for myself. So that's what this video is, and not me telling you to use it, definitely not be hyping it up, just a proper walkthrough to understand what it is, how it works, and whether there are at least, some signs of transparency behind it because it's important. So first thing, I'm on the website right now, and straight away, this definitely does not look like a typical trading platform. It's clearly positioned more around, asset allocation, staking infrastructure, and liquidity pools. I think which is a different angle from the, usual buy sell type of crypto platforms that we're all used to, which is interesting for me. And I'm just scrolling through the homepage first so you can actually see what's here, how it's presented, and what they're actually claiming here. I always think this part matters because a lot of platforms in crypto look polished on the surface, but once you start clicking around, things get really vague very quickly. So I wanted to see whether it's actually has some substance behind it. So now I'm going to the liquidity pool section because this is one of the main parts that I wanted to understand better. And the way I understand it is this is not about traditional native staking in every case. For example, something like XRP can't be staked natively in the normal sense. So here it's being actually used through a liquidity pool structure instead. And that's an important distinction, I think. And also, one thing I do want to make clear, let's see here, is that the returns shown in setups like this are actually variable, they're not fixed. And that really matters, guys, because anytime you're looking at crypto platforms, you have to pay attention, to whether something is being presented as flexible, a market-based yield, or something unrealistically guaranteed. You need to understand that difference because this seems to be the variable side, at least from what is shown here, which is a really good thing. And now the next thing I wanted to verify was whether the smart contracts were actually audited. So I'm opening these in separate tabs so you can see. You can see here they reference CertiK and Cyberscope, and I always think this is one of the first things worth checking because if a platform is, dealing with smart contracts and on-chain infrastructure, these kind of audits are one of the minimal things you would definitely want to see. And that said, and this is important, an audit does not remove risk, guys. It doesn't mean something is automatically safe, but it also does add a layer of credibility because at least there has been some, form of external review rather than just anonymous code sitting in the background. And after that, I wanted to see who is actually behind this. So I'm checking the company about section. This is another area where a lot of projects completely fail because either there is no company information at all or everything is hidden behind vague branding. And yeah, here there does seem to be actual company information and where available, links tied to real people or profiles. You have no idea. You need to definitely check this kind of stuff because if they don't have it, it's not really trustworthy. But this one does seem to be trustworthy. And that doesn't make something trustworthy by default either, though. But it does matter that it's not fully anonymous, guys, because that's honestly still pretty rare in this space, as you probably know if you've been here for a while. Now, I'm opening the registration documents and company records as well because I didn't want this to just, stop at the website level. I want to go full deep in there. If there is a real structure behind it, there should be, some paperwork and public record trail too. So here I'm checking the UK Companies House page and the additional company related formation that's been provided. Again, this doesn't prove that something is risk-free, but it does show that this is not just, some random landing page with no visible company label behind it. And then I wanted to see whether this project is actually being discussed outside of its own ecosystem. So as you can see, there's a few articles here. I've got articles from Crypto News, Binance Square, The Block, Being Crypto, and AMB Crypto. And what I'm looking for here is not whether every article is overwhelmingly positive, but simply whether, the project is being mentioned, or covered or discussed across crypto media. And that at least gives a signal that it exists in a broader conversation and is not just operating in total silence. And then you can check their activity as well. So things like their Twitter, X, their documentation, and any kind of public facing update channels like, Jitbook, if available. For me, this is a really big one, guys, because uh, you know, because inactive platforms are always a red flag for me. If a team is building something serious, and usually you will see some kind of updates, communication, clear documentation, and signs that the project is still alive and also and moving as well. And from what I can see here, there is activity for sure. There are a lot of updates, and there is some effort to communicate publicly for sure. And another that I do want to mention, because it does matter for context, is that I personally got in touch with the team and had a video call with them actually, asked questions directly, and they explained how the platform works and how it is from their side. Now, obviously, talking to a team doesn't eliminate risk either, but I still think it adds something when you can actually speak to people and get answers straight away live instead of being left with just a website and no contact. And one more point that actually stood out to me is that basically, from what I understand, the project is currently going through a review process with the SEC. And I want to be careful with how I phrase that. I'm not saying approved, and I'm not saying, any kind of regulated. Or anything like that, just that it is apparently under review, which is still notable because a lot of projects, including larger ones, don't even go anywhere near that kind of process. So I think it's a really big step that they're in the process of SEC approval. That's not an easy thing to come across at this point. So overall, where do I land on it? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is completely risk-free, because it's crypto and crypto always comes with risk. But if I compare this to a lot of other platforms out there, FortisX, I think, does seem to show a bit more transparency than usual, as you could see here. Things like, audits, things like visible company structure, external media coverage, public activity, and direct communication from the team. I think that just doesn't mean automatic trust. It just means that there are at least more things here to verify than you usually get. Yeah, as I said, guys, I will drop the link down below. You can definitely check it out to look for it, look at it yourself, and see for yourself how it works, how it functions, and how actually beneficial it is for you. For me, I think it's really beneficial and it's actually trustworthy. That's my opinion, and go check it out for yourself and make your own decisions. But yeah, I would definitely recommend for sure. So I will include the link down below, as I said. Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.